Hey everyone, my name is Colin Thompson. Recently, there has been a chemical spill that occurred in the Elk River, which is in the state of West Virginia. This chemical spill has truly become a water crisis for people who reside there. So, the citizens of West Virginia came together and created Advocates for a Safe Water System in West Virginia to raise funds to create a plan for a safe and healthy water system. The chemical spill that occurred contaminated drinking water for over 300,000 people, which is roughly 16% of the population in West Virginia. It was the largest drinking water contamination event in U.S. history. The spill leaked what is called MCHM and PPH, which are organic compounds used in processing coal. The local health department estimates that nearly 100,000 people experienced symptoms from either drinking, smelling, or contacting the chemicals in the weeks following the spill. Along with that, there is no data on the long-term health effects from exposure to these chemicals. Although contaminated water was causing many to become sick and even sending them to the hospital, citizens were still being billed monthly for water. Now, the water utility company here, West Virginia American Water, continued to bill the citizens for water that was making them sick. Citizens also discovered how unprepared WV American Water was for that spill. First off, they had no upstream monitoring in place and were not even aware of the potential contaminants to the drinking water. Second, the water filters were actually absorbing the chemicals and slowly releasing them into the river, basically acting as a source for MCHM months after the spill. How does that happen? Third, they had no alternative source of water available as backup when the spill happened. And finally, the Bureau of Public Health conducted an assessment before the spill, years before the spill. They found that West Virginia American water system was highly susceptible to contamination, and yet, you guessed it, the utility did absolutely nothing with this information. This is when they decided to come together, the citizens of West Virginia, over public outrage and protest. They concluded that they in fact needed to build a people's vision for a safe and healthy water system. They wanted a system in place that had the best interests of the citizens at heart, a system that would help them obtain clean water again while still being financially reasonable. It is extremely unfair that these citizens are paying the highest water rates, yet have one of the leakiest and least safe systems. This is why we all need to pitch in and donate what we can to do for this cause and for the people of West Virginia. With enough funds, these citizens will be able to get the technical and legal expertise they have locally around drinking water protection and infrastructure and use that support to help them obtain a safe and clean water system. Let's help 300,000 people feel comfortable drinking their own tap water again by aiding them in obtaining this new water system. Even if you are unable to donate, please let your voice be heard by contacting the Environmental Protection Agency about this crisis. Thank you.